Hello, welcome back to the Object Relations Institute lecture series. I'm Dr. Susan Kavaler-Adler, founder and executive director of the Object Relations Institute since 1991. Today I'm going to speak about confusion as a self-sabotaging defense. And my thinking about this was related to a particular person I've been working with, but it relates to a general theory about how early disruption through trauma in the psyche can later be used defensively once there becomes an awareness of what went on in the childhood. It still can become used then as a defense, whereas originally it's just a reaction to the trauma. So I'm thinking about a family where the child couldn't help to be confused by parents, both parents, having severe dissociative splitting. And sometimes they could be really good parents, and sometimes each of them in their different ways would split off and become extremely hostile, blaming and demonizing of this particular child of theirs that later became a patient. And she has several siblings who are not blamed or scapegoated in the same way that she was. But as she became aware of why she would be forced into a confusion because each of her parents would deny what happened when they turned against her, and they'd act like she was just being overly sensitive or not experiencing what was really going on. They would be gaslighting, in her words as well as mine. She used the term gaslighting for that they would deny what happened when they would suddenly become extremely abusive and accusatory. The father would be enraged and the mother would be reactive in her own way, where she would just kind of sound disappointed in her daughter. But in each case, there was a denial that was like a gaslighting of the parent about what had happened. So as a child, she was forced to be tremendously confused, not feeling she could come to a sense of herself when this reaction of her parents was imposed on her, and she had no voice to respond or be heard about what was going on. So the trauma was there, and in therapy she needed to become aware of what actually went on that kept causing this traumatic sense of confusion to the point that she felt like herself was being annihilated. But what I want to talk about today is also how once the trauma is defined and comes into awareness and the person re-experiences it with people when they're scapegoating perhaps or demonizing, she might experience it again. But after a while, when she's aware of what it's about, the confusion can become a way of defending against anger and rage that she carries with her. So confusion can be the experience of the trauma itself, because as a child she was forced into not knowing what was going on, and the gaslighting of the parents caused tremendous confusion. But as she becomes aware of it all, she could start to use confusion as a way of avoiding feeling the anger and rage which she carried with her in her inner world. When she was angry in the present, didn't want to be angry, and didn't want to experience how that anger can be related to intense rage that she carried with her. when she wanted to avoid her own aggression and the conflicts that came with it, she could use confusion as a defense. So that's my main point today, is how confusion can be both symptomatic of early trauma and can also be used defensively against awareness of one's own drives, particularly of the aggression, anger, rage. Sometimes it can be used to defend against other experiences that are intense and that are feared, even sexual intensity. But the confusion then becomes, it's used still unconsciously, but as a defense as opposed to a traumatic reliving. It becomes a way of warding off the person's aggression because of the fears of conflict and fears of experiencing the intensity of the rage that can be there towards her childhood experiences and the scapegoating she felt. So there are many traumatic experiences that can later become used defensively once the trauma becomes defined and conscious. Then the person can still resort to the experience of confusion or other things that came with trauma in order to defend against now their own fears of their own intense feelings, and particularly against aggression and rage and the conflicts that come with it that are feared. Thank you for joining me today for this talk on confusion as a self-sabotaging defense.